What's going on, Virgo? Welcome to my channel. We're about to jump into your energy. This goes out to sun, moon, and rising, singles, couples, men and women. Cross watchers are welcome. Let's see what we have for you. Page of Cups. For those that are working inherently on their psychic abilities, those are increasing. Tower. Got to get out with the old to get in with the new. Queen of Wands, which is what you shall become. The Fool. All right, we have the Page of Cups, the Tower, the Queen of Wands, and the Fool. For many, people might connect the pages to romance, so forth and so on. They vary in my opinion, but many of us do agree that it is a younger energy. Maybe a few of you are delving deeper into the Neptunian state of things. You know, creating your reality, creating what you speak, so forth and so on. Which is all, that's great, you know, that's a good thing. But right now, what I am picking up with the Page of Cups energy is that a well of emotions is behind you. What I mean by that is quite a few of you are going to go through a healing, or you need to go through a healing. Perhaps a few of you are holding it at bay, and those in your corner, your gods and goddesses, deities, guides, and so forth and so on, might induce somewhat of a tower moment. Now, yeah, they would say, why would they do that to me? Towers suck. Sometimes a tower moment is relieving the pressure, because it is coming. When this tower moment does happen for you, it'll be a cleansing event. It'll help really shift you towards Queen of Wands energy, which is more passionate, fiery, playful at times. And I'm going to say laid back, because in this go around, she is laid back on her throne. She's holding her wands and she has her crown on her head, and her familiar is sitting on her lap. So if you have a familiar, connect with it, no matter what type of familiar it may be. And understanding how the Queen of Wands energy works in your life, passionate, fiery, so forth and so on, will really help you start on new journeys with the Fool. Now, the Fool isn't going to send you out there without any understanding of what's going on. The Fool in reality is going to send you out there with everything you need and some. We're talking the bagged lunch, the dog if you have one, so forth and so on. Following your bliss, following new beginnings. Tower moments are never fun. We can all agree with that. But sometimes they're needed. Sometimes they are necessary in order to help push you along on your path. Many of you have a very dreamy state to you. You have a very dreamlike energy. Not one of those energies that is an escapist. Just dreamy, so forth and so on. So I will say, if this resonates with you, be open to those emotional healings before those in your corner decide to trigger them, because that's never fun, right? There are lessons to learn while you are in the Queen of Wands energy. Consider it a short transition between the Queen of Wands into the Fool. There's a bridge you must cross. A lot of these lessons you have gained from your experience with those emotions hitting you from the page to the Tower. What is being called of you is to use all 5 of the elements: earth, air, fire, water, spirit. But understand how to weave them in your mundane practical life. For example, fire be your blood. Tears be the water. Swords are thoughts. Body is earth. Spirit holds it all together. Many of you might be put in a position that you don't have all your tools, or you don't have everything that you usually have. That's because everything you have and everything you need is inside of you. And that's the lesson that the world has for you. Quite a few of you have also learned many lessons. If you've gone through this Page of Cups in the Tower moment and the Queen of Wands, and you're in the Fool, then hurrah, hurrah. But I do sense that quite a few of you are going to be working through this emotional shift and transitions. There's pieces of you inside that want you to embrace this, the joyous aspects of self. This is truly going to benefit you when you come out of the Tower moment. Death. I remember when I first ever got a tarot deck put in my hand. In my very beginning years, I thought of an actual death. I guess we can chalk that up and blame that to movies, huh? But after the Fool, you're going to go through a death cycle. Out with the old and in with the new. This journey as the Fool is going to lead you through many things, many twists and turns on your path. And quite a few of you are going to leave some things from the past behind and move towards other things. Better things. Thought processes, so forth and so on. And as I like to call it, the Great Scorpionic Death. I might find a new name for that because that sounds slightly intimidating. Understand that this cycle is not to be feared. If you look, you see a little boy getting ready to offer death flowers. But also, death is looking down in love. Death is not meant to be feared. At all. On any level. And we all know that many ego deaths can really suck. I like to say mini because I do sense this as being a mini ego death, because if it was a full-blown, you might not be online for a little bit. If you've ever had a full-blown ego death, you should know how that feels. It can really jar you for quite some time. But understand that no matter how many times you go through the Fool, consider life to be the walk of the tarot. You go through the process on repeat. The Fool to the King to the Queen to the Tower, the Page, so forth and so on. So this death isn't the end. It's actually going to be a rebirth for many of you. An emotional rebirth for one. Physical rebirth for a couple. When I mean physical rebirth, think of new life being dusted, new life being infused into you and your path. Progress. So in final, understand that the death cycle is a completely normal cycle. In the meantime, I would say take a little bit of time for the path. A little bit of scrying here. Maybe some kitchen witchery or hoodoo, if that's your thing. And just stay focused. But also be open to seeing a lot of truths in areas that you normally might not see it. Because we at times as humans walk our path to the point that we won't hear or listen to anything outside of our spiritual path. And as I like to say, deity will talk to you, no matter who that may be, in ways that will connect with you. All right. So I'm going to leave it there. That's what I have for you. Hopefully this resonates in some way, shape, manner, or form. If so, please like, share, and subscribe, and make sure you hit the bell so you'll be notified when I upload a new video. All right. Peace.